Make offers so good people feel stupid saying no.
I remember thinking like I didn't want to be alive because I was so afraid. But once you get over the fear, it unleashes this whole new realm of possibility.
Saying no. That one quote perfectly sums up the business philosophy of Alex Hormozi, a man who went from sleeping on a gym floor to building, acquiring, and advising companies that now generate hundreds of millions of dollars. In a world of flashy gurus and rented Lamborghinis, Hormozi stands out. Not because of wild claims or viral stunts, but because of cold, hard results. His rise is not a story of overnight success. It's a blueprint of disciplined execution, smart thinking, and relentless focus. Today, we break down the rise of Alex Hormozi, how he built his empire, what makes him different, and why he's become one of the most respected voices in business and entrepreneurship. Alex Hormozi didn't start off wealthy. He's the son of Iranian immigrants and was raised in a traditional middle-class household. He earned a degree in corporate strategy from Vanderbilt University and, like many high achievers, followed the safe path, taking a job in management consulting. From the outside, everything looked great. Solid income, prestige, and stability. But inside, Alex was miserable. He didn't want to spend decades climbing a corporate ladder to build someone else's dream. He wanted to build his own. So, in his early 20s, he made a decision that would change everything. He quit his job, packed up, and used what little money he had to open a small gym. That gym became his training ground, not just for fitness, but for business. He learned marketing, sales, operations, leadership, and how to deal with rejection, uncertainty, and failure. It was messy, it was hard, and it worked. He started Gym Launch, an aggressive, no-nonsense consulting company that helped struggling gym owners transform their businesses. Instead of taking a percentage or billing hourly, Alex used a bold model. He would fly out to gyms, help them overhaul their systems, and guarantee massive growth, or he wouldn't get paid. He created plug-and-play marketing campaigns, sales scripts, client onboarding systems, and even retention models. The results were explosive. Gym owners who were barely making ends meet suddenly found themselves adding $30K, $50K, even $100K in revenue, sometimes in just a few weeks. Word spread fast. Gym Launch grew like wildfire, and Alex, now joined by his equally brilliant wife and business partner, Layla Hormozi, scaled the company into the tens of millions in annual revenue. But Alex wasn't interested in staying in one lane. With the cash flow from Gym Launch, he began acquiring more companies, building internal systems, and eventually created Acquisition.com, a portfolio company and investment firm focused on helping other entrepreneurs scale their businesses beyond $3 million per year. At this point, most entrepreneurs would have cashed out and disappeared. But Alex took a different path. He began sharing everything he knew for free. He started uploading brutally honest, data-driven, no-fluff content to YouTube, Twitter, and his podcast. Unlike most influencers, he didn't sell courses. He didn't promise overnight riches. He gave away the exact playbooks he used to grow his businesses, openly, transparently, and with unmatched clarity. People couldn't believe it. Here was a guy who had built real companies with real revenue, showing you the exact offers, pricing models, sales tactics, and team structures that made it all work. And he wasn't doing it for fame. He was doing it because he understood the long game. By building goodwill, he was also building trust. And trust is the most valuable currency in business. His book, $100 Offers, became an instant hit.
Book, $100 Million Offers, which you can get on Amazon Kindle for 99 cents if you don't have the dollars for a hardback.
Without a fancy launch campaign or publishing deal, it exploded purely from word of mouth and value. It was a book that didn't read like a motivational speech. It read like a manual. Step-by-step frameworks, psychological insights, pricing strategies, positioning secrets. Suddenly, thousands of entrepreneurs were transforming their businesses with the principles Hormozi had laid out. But that was just the beginning. He followed it up with 100 Mumbles leads.
So here's my promise to you guys today. I can show you how to get strangers to want to buy your stuff. And I want to be clear, the lead getting strategies I share with you today,
a breakdown of how to attract, nurture, and convert prospects in a way that builds real, scalable customer pipelines. Again, no fluff, no filler, just pure practical knowledge pulled from real experience. Alex's philosophy is simple. Build good products, sell them at high margins, scale what works, and document everything. He's obsessed with data, systems, and results. And that obsession is exactly what sets him apart. Unlike the traditional hustle porn crowd, Alex doesn't romanticize overwork for the sake of it. He promotes strategic effort. He believes in deep work, intellectual leverage, and operational efficiency. His insights on hiring, delegation, customer lifetime value, and churn aren't just ideas, they're battle-tested systems. And what's more impressive is his humility. In interviews and on social media, he often talks about his mistakes, like losing $2 million on a bad tech rollout or misjudging market fit early in his career. He shares these losses because he knows they're part of the journey. He doesn't posture, he teaches, and that's why people listen. Acquisition.com, his current focus, now manages over $200 million in portfolio revenue. But it's not just about equity, it's about impact. Alex and Layla mentor founders personally, helping them install the systems that move the needle. Whether it's back-end automations, front-end offers, or team alignment, their goal is simple: help good businesses become great. In a world filled with fake success stories and overnight millionaires, Alex represents something rare: earned wisdom. He's not selling a dream, he's showing you the work. And ironically, that's what makes his story so inspiring. And it's not just business owners who are tuning in. Aspiring entrepreneurs, creators, marketers, and even seasoned executives are using his content to rethink how they approach growth. Because what Alex teaches isn't limited to gyms or service businesses, it's applicable across industries. It's universal. What's also refreshing is how he stays true to his values. He doesn't show off his wealth. He wears the same tank tops, films videos in his home office, and talks openly about staying out of the spotlight. He has no desire to be famous. His goal is to help founders scale, create value, and do it sustainably. He's also vocal about the dangers of ego.
In my opinion, ego is the enemy because it gives us too much confidence when we don't deserve it.
When did you start beating down your ego?
I mean, I've been trying to do it since I was 19. It's just been a very slow process. I just realized that it was the root of all the unhappiness that I had.
In many of his talks, Alex reminds people that you're not special just because you make money. He stresses that success without discipline, integrity, and humility is fragile. That mindset has kept him grounded, and it's one of the reasons his community continues to grow rapidly. Today, Alex Hormozi's brand is synonymous with no-nonsense business advice. He's been featured on top podcasts like The Diary of a CEO, The Game with Patrick Bet-David, and countless others. But he never shifts from who he is. No gimmicks, no performance, just value. Looking ahead, his goal is clear: to build the largest portfolio of bootstrapped, high-margin businesses in the world. He wants to create a system where founders can thrive without having to sell out to VCs or sacrifice control. Through Acquisition.com, he's building an ecosystem of education, equity, and execution. So what can we learn from the rise of Alex Hormozi? First, that real business success comes from real work. It's not glamorous, but it's effective. Alex focused on creating value, not content, on solving real problems, not selling empty dreams. Second, that generosity is a growth strategy. By giving away everything he knows, he earned trust that money couldn't buy. That trust led to opportunities, partnerships, and deals that most entrepreneurs will never get access to. And third, that clarity beats hype. Alex doesn't rely on jargon, trends, or viral tricks. He uses logic, frameworks, and first principles. And in a world flooded with noise, that clarity is a competitive advantage. And in an age where everyone's shouting, Alex rose by quietly delivering more value than anyone else. If you found value in Alex Hormozi's journey and the lessons behind his rise, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the minds of modern business legends. What's your favorite Hormozi principle or quote? Drop it in the comments below. We'd love to hear how his work has impacted you. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new upload. Whether you're building a brand, scaling a startup, or just hungry to learn, this is the channel for you. Let's grow smarter together.